The Canadian Card Collector here, and welcome back to day 216 of a daily deck review. And the deck that we're taking a look at today is DeLand's Donut Shop playing cards. So, no further ado, take a look and see what we get. Here we have DeLand's Donut Shop, still fully sealed in the cellophane. So we have to find the pull tab, and we'll crack these right open. I did see it here. It's right here on the side. Now that we got the cellophane off, it is a matte pink finish tuck box. It says hot, fresh, delicious. And you got the donut, and then it says DeLand's Donut Shop. You kind of got a little plate there. Then it says donuts, coffee, and pastries, homemade, daily. Or it says something else there, but it's kind of covered up by the seal. And on the side, it just says, it says Ultra Luxe Finish, Aquaflow Coating, and DeLand's Donut Shop. On the other side, it says the exact same thing. And on this side, it says, well, we'll do the back first. The back has a Penguin Magic logo. And it says, well, these are from 2022. And it says Penguin Magic, Inc., all rights reserved. And it says designed by Phil Smith and Kevin Rylak. And then you got the Penguin Cards website. And then here it says hot, fresh, and delicious. Now for the front here, where the seal is. You can see they got a black seal. And then it says DeLand's Donut Shop, sealed for freshness, and these are numbered out of 3,000. I got number 302 of 3,000. There's a black and white seal. And then it says baked. And it might say fresh or every day or something. I don't know. Something daily. Baked something daily, so fresh. Baked fresh daily or something. I'm not too sure. But as you can see, it's kind of like the tuck box doesn't open from the top, as you can see, because the seal's over here, so we'll find out. Right now, as we crack the seal for the first time, I guess it's just a straight cut. Wait, is this a straight cut, or does it have the indent? I'm confused, unless this is just a more stiffer seal. Nope. Okay, there, now that we got the seal open, we can see the cards, how it open. I guess it's like a donut shop, so the box opens like a box of donuts. That makes sense. See, it opens kind of like a box of donuts. Nothing on the inner tuck flap, and on the inner, well, nothing on the tuck flap itself, other than a little crease, and then on the inner tuck flap, you just got donuts on either side. If we take the cards out of the box, on the inside of the tuck box, well, the tuck flap is just plain white, but on the inside on the bottom, you got 6 donuts there. So you got 2 of the pink sprinkles, you got 2 of the purple ones. Well, I guess they're kind of different. But the 2 ones in the corners are the same. Then you got 2 purple ones that are 2 different ones. Then you got a yellow one with some chocolate stripes, and then you got a blue one there. So it acts like a little box of donuts. A little unique kind of tuck box. Like I like when they change up and make unique tuck boxes. But now that we've seen the tuck box, time to take a look at, at the cards. And first we'll start with that back design. Here we have a one-way back design. It's a borderless one-way back design. And the color of the back design is like kind of like a light pink colorway with a bunch of colorful donuts with bite marks out of it. All the cards have different like bite marks, and there's different types of donuts. There's like oranges, pinks, chocolate, purple ones, and vanilla ones, blue ones. So you got all types of donuts there. It's a one-way back design, so if you flip it over, the design would be upside down. Because you got the 2 yellow ones on this side right here. You got 2 yellow donuts there. but then there's like a blue and purple one there. The yellow ones are down there. And the design would be upside down. And it's fully borderless once again, because the image goes all the way to the edge of the cards. Now for the cards you get with the deck. First, we're starting with the Ace of Spades. Here, the custom Ace of Spades, which is a giant pink spade, which is hot, fresh, delicious. DeLand's Donut Shop. And then you got donuts, coffee, and pastries, handmade on site daily. So that's what it said on the top box that I couldn't see. It says handmade on site daily. And then we got the rest of the spades. They're looking pretty standard for a spade, but they're custom because they got the custom number fonts there in the corners. And the slightly custom spade pips. There, where you got like the brown colorway, it's like a dark brown colorway. But then one of the spades, like one of the pips, has rainbow sprinkles. So all the rest of the cards will be like the pips will be the brown colorway, but then you got one with sprinkles. And then you get more, yeah, so some of them have sprinkles and some of them don't. And then we get to the core cards, Jack, Queen, and King of Spades. And then you got the fully custom core cards. They still have similar aspects to the standard core cards, but they're fully custom, as you can see. And they're all types of, like, I guess, bakery shop workers. You get the Jack of Spades with it has like the whisk, and then the Queen has like a rolling pin and a tray of donuts and a milkshake, and then the King has a little wooden spoon, and they're all dressed in like bakery kind of like themed. The donut shop that theme clothing was like the purple and pink colorway. And we get to the custom Ace of Diamonds. And it kind of looks like a donut in a way, so you got like the brown kind of border going around, like the dough of the donut, and then you got like the top was like this pink icing and sprinkles there, and the diamonds are in that pink colorway with the custom font. So it's a standard diamond, but one of them has the sprinkles once again. Then we get to the core cards, Jack, Queen, and King of Diamonds, fully custom core cards. There, and then you got the Jack, and he has tongs and sunglasses on. And then the Queen has a napkin or rag. And then the Jack, and then the King has a half-eaten donut and a broom. And they're in that pink and purple colorway. Then we got the clubs. Standard clubs is in the brown colorway as like the spades. Then you got the Jack, Queen, King, fully custom core cards in the pink and purple colorway. And the King has a spoon, wooden spoon. Instead of a sword, you got a wooden spoon. And then he's got like a donut. And then the Queen of Clubs has a 6-pack of donuts. And then the Jack of Clubs has a donut and a whisk with some icing on it. And then the rest of the clubs are just standard brown colorway clubs with the one with the sprinkles. Because some of them have one, some of them have multiple sprinkles, but you get the idea. And then the Ace of Clubs looks like another donut. Looks like the or a donut or a cookie, but donuts. Yeah. You got the donut like kind of border going around, and then like the sprinkles and the icing. Then you got the hearts, which is in that pink colorway once again. You got the Jack, Queen, and King, fully custom once again. And then you got the King of Hearts with the whisk, some glasses on, and a donut. And they all have names, if you could see their name tags too. Then you got the Queen of Hearts, which has a wooden spoon and a little rag over her arm. And then you got the Jack of Hearts, which has a rolling pin and a tray of donuts. And they're still in that pink and like purple colorway. But these are more pink than the purple. Then you got the pink hearts, standard hearts, just in the pink colorway with some that have sprinkles. Then we get to the Ace of Hearts that looks like a donut with the brown outline, and then the pink with the sprinkles. And then you got Oh, so I guess this deck is marked, I guess. And this is the card on telling you how it's marked. So I didn't know that this deck was marked. So that's a nice little add to it so you know how to read it. And then you got the back, and it kind of shows you how to read it. And then we got the two jokers, two identical jokers, which says Joker, Joker there in each corner in the pink colorway. Then you got the donut there, the little donut kind of mascot character there. And it says DeLand's Donut Shop underneath. It says donuts, coffees, and pastries, handmade on site daily. So two identical jokers, and then you got a double backer of the back design. And now that we took a look at the cards, time to test the handling. And first we'll start with the springs. Well, as you can see, they spring nice and smoothly and evenly. And they're nice and medium. It's like a medium kind of flex and bend to the cards. Because I can they're still slightly stiff. They're not overly flexible, which is nice. So they got some give to it, but they're still stiff at the same time. That makes for nice, smooth, and long-lasting springs. Some nice, smooth springs. Now for the fans, some of the cards might be backwards because it is a one-way back design, so you won't get a full effect of the fan, but you get an idea of it. As you can see, they spread pretty evenly. You can see most of the pips and numbers. There's no real stickiness or clumpiness to the cards. And they spread fairly evenly. They're not 100% perfect, or it could just be me fanning them. But it's still pretty perfect. Now for the Pharaoh. And they did not Pharaoh super smoothly. I kind of had to push them together to get them to interlock and weave. But they did that pretty flawlessly, pretty nicely. Now for a giant fan of the back design. Now for the reverse Pharaoh. That was a little better, but still not super smooth. But not terrible. The interlock and weave was pretty nice. There was a little bit of a gap there. And now for a giant fan of the faces. Now for the Riffle Shuffle or Bridge Shuffle. That kind of is cool, like a Riffle Shuffle when the cards are all mixed up. Kind of gives a little, you can kind of see a little pattern going on. Which is kind of a little hidden detail. I don't think they intentionally did that. Well, they seem pretty smooth. They feel it slightly feels like a more softer and softer kind of riffle, but still not bad. This does have that kind of like penguin magic finish to it. That like ultra flux or whatever it said on the tuck box. But overall, not bad riffles. They pretty much work every single time with no issues. Now for a few packet cuts. Well, they're not the worst packet cuts ever. They're also not the smoothest. They didn't feel like super smooth. Like some of the cards wanted to like keep like lifting up and stuff, and they didn't feel like super smooth. Overall, I just gotta probably break the cards in to get them feeling nice. And I did just drop some. Oh, some just slid out of my hand. So, yeah, the packet cuts, like, they still, every deck can packet cut. Just some are slightly better than others. And maybe it's just like the finish of the cards or something. But anyways, I want to the one-handed cut or surely a cut. Now for the dribble. I do gotta say the cards do like after using for a little bit, they do feel a little bit like sticky, like the finish of it. I don't know, unless it's just me, the way I'm handling them or something. But they do feel a little bit. All the dribbles don't feel too bad. They handle pretty normally. No issues there. Now for the spread fan. And lastly, spread the cards on the table. Well, like I say, it's definitely a unique deck. No, it's not a terrible back design there. Not too bad with all the donuts. And it is marked, which is kind of unique. I wasn't expecting it to be marked, but I guess that's what the one-way back design was for. So, not a terrible back design. A little kind of out there and crazy though. But it is donut themed, so makes sense. And then you got the fully custom faces. While you have the standard while you have standard pips, like the pips and like the suits are standard. Pretty much they're just in like the different colorways. You got like the browns for like the black face cards, and then you got the the pink for the red face cards there, and then you got the fully custom core cards where they look like they work at like a donut shop or a bakery. They're all wearing aprons and those like hats, and they all have some kind of like kitchen item and donut item in their hands. So the design is definitely fun. It's more on the fun side of designs. Though still not a bad designed deck. Pretty nice. And for the handling is a little bit off. Because it might be the conditions of my room, or the room I'm in, or it could just be the finish of the cards, which I'm not used to. Because there's like a, what did it say on the tuck box? It says, yeah, it said Ultra Luxe finish and Aquaflow coating, which Penguin Magic uses for their cards. So that could throw off. But they still work as cards. It's just gotta be a nice, cool, dry room for them to actually like work. And they're not like sticking together. But they still like do most stuff pretty good. It's still handle pretty decent. But I just find them like it's a little bit off for me. But overall, they still handle pretty nicely though. The cards aren't too thick, they're not too thin. And they're still pretty smooth for most everything. So with that being said, this has been a really long deck review, but we're finally done. This has been day 216 of a daily deck review, and this has been the hot, fresh, delicious DeLand's Donut Shop playing cards from Penguin Magic and from the Canadian Card Collector. Signing out. That's the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.